So there's no jokes in this. I knew that Quantum was this disturbed, but to see it on paper, again, it's alleged, but with other things that he said, I do believe it, and it's disturbing. Very disturbing. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So for those of you who don't know QuantumTV, I'll give you a super Cliff Notes version, like 5 sentences, but I highly suggest you go check out June the King's documentary on him, which was excellent. Kind of just jealous. I should have made my own documentary on him, but he did a great job called QuantumTV, A Narcissist's Road to Arrest. But as a person who was on the front lines, the nerd front lines of the whole QuantumTV saga behind Mischief and the Act Man, I could attest that everything in that video, from what I saw, is accurate. QuantumTV is out of his mind. And we've known this for a while. We've known he said terrible things about the LGBTQ community and even insinuating violence, and insinuating is actually me being nice. He's accused his contemporaries, because they make better content than him and he was jealous, of Satanism, of view-botting, which there has been allegations that he view-botted, of sub-botting, and that's why they were surpassing him in viewership and subscribers, which, again, is funny because there has been rumors that Quantum did that with his own channel to grow it, where he would view and sub-bot. But whatever. The thing that was the magnum opus that brought QuantumTV to a level of infamy, not fame, then more infamy than he could ever imagine, was his Elden Ring review, where it wasn't that he didn't like the game. If it was just that he didn't enjoy the game, people would be like, all right, we don't agree with your take, but whatever. Or some people don't like Elden Ring, that's fine. But he had information in it that was factually wrong. Like, for example, every time you die, you lose everything. Not just your runes, you lose everything, which is factually wrong. And he got roasted for it, and he got roasted in the Actman's video. And that video was the worst Elden Ring hot takes, and Actman was included in that. There was also Mischief, who went after QuantumTV for his terrible review as well. And we know the whole story, Quantum, false copyright claims, which is funny because karma is a bitch, because when QuantumTV was throwing false copyright claims at Mischief, he was a smaller YouTuber, and Quantum would keep on flexing that he had a much larger channel. Now Mischief is pushing close to 200,000 subscribers, a lot of it in thanks to what QuantumTV did to him, and everyone rallied behind him. And Quantum is sitting at a little less than half the subscribers of Mischief. This isn't a funny video, but that is so delicious that it brings a smile to my face. So the guy is insane, accusing people of being Satanists that he considers his competition on YouTube, wishing harm on people who may go into Planned Parenthood, to put it nicely, and he's not well. And I knew that there was a much darker side to him. You didn't need to be a rocket scientist to realize that was eventually gonna bubble up to the surface. Well, Anonymous, who used to be a Discord mod of his, has, with Quantum's ex-wife, been exposing his insanity. Like, for example, that he curates every single comment under his videos, which we already knew. The fact that he didn't play Elden Ring at all. So the fact that he was annoyed at people calling out his bad take on a game that he never played, which by default makes it a bad take, is incredible. The weird stuff he would do with exchanging TVs at Best Buy so he could review them. And it just, everything about this guy is a lie. He also has on TikTok now a Your Divorce Survival Guide TikTok channel, which is actually doing fairly decent, frighteningly, because I think a lot of people on TikTok don't know the whole story about Quantum, which is probably why he's doing these videos on TikTok. And the banger of it too was, I guess he realized this wasn't a good idea because his wife got a restraining order against him. His TikTok channel used to be called What No Contact Did to Me. Because nothing like telling, hey guys, I have a restraining order. I'm mentally unstable. Just want to name my TikTok channel or handle, whatever the hell they call it, that the fact that I have a restraining order against me. Good marketing, Quantum. Well done. All right, I know I'm making jokes now, probably because this weirds me out a little bit. But Anonymous, again, who used to be his one of his mods, has been getting information from Quantum's ex-wife about how weird he truly is. Well, it's now reached an apex, or I hope to God this is the apex of Quantum's insanity. And he had he would tell his wife in detail about how he envisioned harming the Actman's family. No, I won't have a link to it, but I'll look up Anonymous's channel, Anonymous Advice it's called, and you could see everything there. He has a link to his Discord, and they usually talk about like TVs and stuff like that and reviews, so it's not all about Quantum, so go check that out. Behind closed doors, Quantum imagines ending the Actman and his entire family in the days after a contentious back and forth last year. This has never been released until now. When he was mad at Actman, he would say if he had nothing to lose, oh boy, he would go and end him and the family, which was a normal reaction from him considering the events and what a big deal it was for him. So I was used to hearing stuff like that, but that's not the scary part. He said if he planned on putting holes in people, he would stake out the family while they were home, learn their daily routines, then wait until a major holiday like Christmas when everyone's guard was let down, and then get them all one by one. He even planned who he would end first, so he traumatized certain family members before they died. I think about that sometimes, how sick and screwed up that is. He is an animal. It's never anyone's place to kill for revenge, only ever in self-defense. But to go so far as to plan it on Christmas and to call yourself a Christian straight man is despicable. I added in the straight man part because he called himself that with a straight face one time, a Christian straight man. Why do you have to say that you're a straight man? I'll leave it for you to decide why he added that in. It's hard and disturbing to play back those moments, but it makes me feel grateful for where I am now. I will say something to keep it real, like your husband at the time was saying these things. Didn't bother you then? Like, I'm not trying, like, I just got to keep it 100, because if I didn't say this, I would be being dishonest with myself and my audience. If someone said that to me and went into that detail, like, I'd be like, yo, man, you need to talk to somebody. Like, you need to, like, I know he said it was if he was going to do something and if he had nothing to lose and it was quote unquote imaginary, but it wasn't like he said, oh, I'm going to kill somebody. Like, no, he went into like systematically how he would do it to the Actman's family. You don't think that was something that should have been a cause for concern when you were living in happily wedded bliss? I'm not trying to be an ass, and you made the right choice by leaving him, and I'm happy that you're bringing out this information. But with something like this, yes, I have to question why you didn't bring it out sooner. It would be irresponsible of me to do otherwise. I'll end this with this. I go to Quantum's Your Divorce Survival Guide on TikTok, and he has a following there. And the thing about it is, if you don't know Quantum's backstory, which is why he does this on TikTok. I said that before. A lot of stuff where he seems like, there's videos where he seems out of his mind. Don't worry. But there are other videos where, you know what, that makes sense. And that's the thing. He's a manipulator and a gaslighter. So there's people who think that, wow, this guy has a lot of good takes on relationships, because some of them actually are. He seems like he has it together. He actually even went as far, this is how much he gaslights, to say that he is apolitical. QuantumTV is apolitical because he's he knows what he has to say now to at least feign normalcy, to have a thin veneer of normalcy, and it's working. And that scares me a little bit because that means that he could brainwash some people. And with his mindset, which is proven right here by the horrible things he said, that could be very dangerous. And again, we all know why he's not doing it on YouTube, because if he tried to become a relationship guru on YouTube, we would all laugh him off of the platform. Ha ha ha. You giving relationship advice is like me giving fitness and weight loss advice. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Quantum, I wish you would get the help that you need, but you're in your own world now, and I don't know if anyone will step in to say that you need help because you don't realize it. Anyway, hope something is done, and I hope that this doesn't go any further than this, but he is a strange dude, and I definitely have concerns about him. Have a good one.
Effective immediately.